The concentration of psionic force is small but unmistakable. This must be a pocket of the astral plane.
Boundless. Timeless. Like every dream that ever was stitched together. It is home.
You gotta take joy in the little things in life, and one of those things is jumping with astral gravity. Right? Like, that's so nice. Am I the only one?
So you came, in spite of all my warnings. Disappointing. Come. We will talk in private. Just the two of us.
I'm not leaving my companions behind.
Suit yourself. But only the leader of your group is coming in. I will not allow anyone else.
Go on. I'll keep watch here.
All right.
I may have made a mistake trusting you. I told you to stay away from the Githyanki. But you just couldn't help yourself. Could you? Still, refusing a Githyanki queen's orders. That was bold. You are a worthy ally.
Vlaakith told me you're an agent of the Illithid Grand Design.
I told you I stole the artifact from someone. Well, I stole it from Vlaakith. Since then, she has become desperate. Vlaakith wants me dead because I know her secret. It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule. The end of her. That same secret is how I've been protecting you from the Absolute. I can hear your thoughts. You think I'm lying. Vlaakith warned you that I would try to deceive you, but consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom. I'm on your side. I have been since the very beginning.
I told Vlaakith I wouldn't kill you. I meant what I said. Please, get up.
It seems I was right to put my faith in you after all. Thank you. Vlaakith will be furious, to make no mention of your Githyanki companion. The Lich Queen fears nothing more than the loss of her empire. The knowledge I have of her deception will bring that about.
What deception?
Vlaakith is lying to the Githyanki. They believe she knows how their beloved Mother Gith defeated the Mind Flayer Empire. But she does not. If the Illithids would ever rise to power again, she would be incapable of stopping them. And if her people found out about her impotence, there would be mutiny, revolution, the end of her rule. But that very power, the power to resist Illithid control, which Vlaakith only pretends to know, is how I've been protecting you. I suppose she hoped to extract it from my corpse. Since you spared me that fate, she will come for you.
I protect my allies.
As do I. I have delayed long enough. The next attack is overdue, and I can't risk you being caught in the middle of it. I need you out there, searching for the Absolute. You are on the right path, to Moonrise Towers. Return to it. Be warned. The Inquisitor awaits your return from this place with orders to kill you. No doubt the rest of the Creche will join him. Good luck.
Speak. Have you killed my queen's enemy?
I'm not going to kill them. They protect us from the Absolute.
Blasphemy! She warned you not to trust the one inside.
Your mind tingles. Lae'zel seeks entrance.
Why not? We have nothing to hide.
Your thoughts become one. She sees the truth of your confrontation in an instant.
Vlakith Tafkinazin. I see only madness. Vlakith bears the full might of Tunarath's arms, and the covenant of the Great Mother Gith. We must go to the Chirai. He will summon Vlakith. She must know of this apostate.
Whatever you say.
Lae'zel, I've been waiting. You are named Hashalak. Bend your head, for my blade is ready.
Chirai, please, summon Vlakith. There's much...
Irrelevant, Gake wretch. The Queen has spoken. Your death is decreed.
You realize what Lae'zel doesn't. Whatever the outcome of your visit to the Astral Prism, Vlakith had no intention of letting either of you live.
Crèche, Yillik, with me, to the death.
As you wish.
Taste my fury. Vlakith. Vlakith! I have wielded your fury as a blade, roared your wrath as a dragon. Yet I crawl among my own people, low as an asp's belly. Shkaketh! Is this to be my penance? Is this heart of stone doomed to shatter? She tests me. A trial of faith. Kalir prepared me. Only the heaviest souls soar to the astral. Yes. Yes. I might gain Vlakith's favor yet.
What? How can you... Lae'zel, you're an enemy of your people now. You need to accept that.
Silence! I must think.
Let's dash for the exit, lest we suffer the full extent of Vlakith's fury.
I think we've overstayed our welcome in this place, if we ever truly had one to begin with. We should leave.
Yeah, no kidding.
I am Vlakith's most loyal servant. She will not abandon me.
Okay, no talking to you right now. Let's see about this Blood of Lathander before we go.
Is this it? Seems a little underwhelming for a holy relic.
Lathander blesses the rising, bountiful sun.
Since the sun rises in the east, we're going to point that one that way.
Lathander bids the setting sun a fond
The
farewell.
statue
Starts to
shut.
rotate, but its
Won't
rusty
turn like
mechanism jams stuck.
And we'll throw a grease bottle at this one to try to get it to move.
Good idea, I think.
Nearly had it.
No, that's what I wanted to do.
The statue's revealed a hidden door. Curious.
We made it past a few traps, and here we are. big deal. Now Glory just has a weapon that contains a piece of her god that she can carry around and manifest the power of the sun with. Normal day over here.
Quite a heavily guarded treasure. Good job we got past those protections.
The monks were intent on keeping their relics safe. They didn't count on us, though.
I'm hardly surprised. That thing looks powerful.
And now we'll sneak past the rest of the Creche and hightail it out of here.
My first tour of a Githyanki Creche. Memorable, to be certain, but the service left something to be desired.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
So I've been meaning to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
Maybe you'll be able to help me then. You see, I think I might be sick beyond the tadpole. I'm getting worried.
Everything in your mind has been destroyed from what I gathered. And from the path I see you on, you are doing well at picking up the pieces. I am here to be your ear as you bear your burdens, and the arms that protect you if you can shoulder them no more. I believe you when you tell me that your symptoms do not wholly align with the makings of the parasite. But until we remove it, I doubt we will be able to isolate the rest of your troubles.
You're right. I'll try to keep it together.
Good lass. You're tougher than Blackwood.
Thanks. Look, I am grateful for your help, but why do you really want to go to Moonrise Towers?
Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Kith'rak Voss and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection.
Seems like you feel responsible for this Shadow Curse somehow.
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Kith'rak Voss unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
Do you know how the Shadow Curse can be stopped?
Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
Walking freely out of a Githyanki Creche. A miracle if ever I've seen one. And trust me, I've seen quite a few.
Hey, soldier, well, I'm not feeling so good. My engine is getting worse. Feels like it's going to burst out of my chest. We need to catch up with Damon. See if he's thought of a way to fix this thing. If it can be fixed.
Don't worry. We'll find him.
I'm sure we will. But, in case we don't, a bit of advice. You leave your left flank wide open. If I'm ever not around to cover it, you may find yourself on the wrong side of a goblin spear one of these days.
That's Big K, always looking out for her friends.
I suppose not many can boast that they've been to a Githyanki Creche and survived. Perhaps that's a good omen for our chances going forward, if you're feeling optimistic.
Something strange happened when we were in there. The artifact you carry, it seemed to just come to me.
I know. I felt it.
I didn't take it. I just suddenly had it.
You wouldn't have been able to take it. The artifact has a will of its own. It'd fight back if it didn't want to be with you. I felt it go from me to you. You need its help, just as it needs us. It's still just a box, after all.
Fair enough. So, I've decided that I want to get to know you more, Shadowheart.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
Tell me something about yourself besides Shar. Besides tadpoles.
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
That's exactly it. Anything else you'd care to share?
No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memory suppressed, I can't betray Shar's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shar's mission, then my memories will be restored.
I won't go with that last dialogue option there because it seems a little judgmental and Glory's trying to be open-minded.
You must have questions.
Oh, I just came to check on you. But if you are happy, I'm happy. I definitely thought she'd have something to say after the Creche, but I guess not. So, maybe we'll talk about it later. Give her some time to decompress.
You recognize the feathered creature. It's the owlbear cub you rescued.
Of course, Glory will fetch a piece of food from her bag.
The cub's eyes lock onto the food in your hand.
And she'll keep it held out in front of her to try to get him to come closer.
When I see a creature as sweet as that, I hardly miss the gate at all. It'll be back. Be on your guard, or risk getting a peck.
That would legitimately be terrifying, though.
Blood of Lathander, has our queen sent a knight to slay me with his own blade?
Such informality, child. Does just still Kith'rak not command your respect?
Your blade speaks for you, Kith'rak. You've come for blood.
Child of Gith, I've not come to kill you. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Once again, Glory will look to Lae'zel to take the lead.
Speak. My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise. and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlakith's demise. Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
Are you talking about the person inside? Do you know who that is?
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlakith's tyranny. The Prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the Prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kith'rak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith-Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
He speaks true of the Zaith-Isk. I think we need to trust him.
I served Vlakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles. Yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together, we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Vlakith Kosivim Crashed. Only in Vlakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlakith. Forsake Vlakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlakith. She has sinned against me.
That is such a good line. What does Ascension entail exactly?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Voss called Vlaakith a tyrant. Does this mean you agree?
I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood.
I'm so sorry. This must feel like a lot to take in.
Yes. I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kith'rak Voss at Sheres's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Poor Lae'zel. I'm realizing now how much of her character arc we missed in the last run because Nyx didn't do the Mountain Pass. I was planning on doing one or the other with each campaign, but now it's got me thinking.
There's a schism growing among the Githyanki people, and Lae'zel just took one step towards choosing a side.
Well, I decided we are going to do some of the Underdark. Not as comprehensively as with Nyx, but something's calling to glory down there. So we're going to go figure out what it is.
I admire your courage, Gale.
Thank you. Any particular reason?
Between the orb and the bug, you've got more than your fair share of unwelcome passengers.
What can I say? Mother always taught me to be a gracious host.
And it seems I picked a good party for it.